I didn't know I was pregnant back in January. To my surprise, I was in February. It was very, very exciting to know it was my first pregnancy. Um, and I remember we were in church. We were practicing, which I'll get into going back to where your whole process started, right? We were in practice. It was a Thursday. And I remember going to the bathroom. And I was just like, this is not supposed to be happening. But, some women, when they're pregnant, certain things happen differently. Not to be too discreet, correct? So I remember still going back to the altar, still positioning myself to where my whole process started. And I remember telling one of our leaders, I'm not feeling well, and I'm about 40 minutes from my church. I'm going to head home. Long story short, I called my doctor. I was always a high risk pregnancy because of my age, right? Her first thing was, she was actually my midwife that answered. Her first thing was, well, let's go to the hospital. We'll meet you there. I was already miscarriaging. The lining of my cervix was very, very thin. So I, in that process, had to basically remove all of the tissues from my cervix area. Because I could have, had it been done by the doctor or whomever that did not feel how internal it was, it could have hurt me to where I could not have any more babies or get pregnant at all. So that for me in its own, in a nutshell, which I'm just giving you pieces of it, was hard because it's something where, and just to be honest, you don't want your baby to be flushed down the toilet, right? Who would want that? No one. And I remember holding my child, and I was only 4 months pregnant. And I remember seeing the umbilical cord, and I remember that it represented life that was no longer there.